What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and this is Firefall's James Macauley. Hey.
What's up? What's happening?
Thanks for coming. Give me a handshake.
Thank you for having us here. We really appreciate it.
No, it's fine. I like
Very
doing
nice.
this a lot. How are you?
Nice.
Firefall.
We hit the ground running. We released several updates, several patches throughout August, very aggressively trying to improve on things that we got feedback on, fix issues. Not that I want to admit to having any bugs, but
Sure.
there may have been opportunities for us to fix certain things. And we did that very aggressively. And all throughout August, we were focused on constant improvement to the experience. And that brings us to kind of to September, where we're at now.
And what are you doing in September?
So we're really excited.
Another giant patch.
Very pumped. We're introducing our first update.
Yeah.
And so in our mind, patching we do regularly, as frequently as we can, and it's to fix bugs or to fix things that improve experiences,
Sure.
polish user interfaces, add new things here and there, balance combat, things like that. Our first update 1.1, is called Elemental Destruction, and it's introducing a ton of new weapons to the game and several new pieces of content and new experiences for players. So we're an MMO shooter, and when you hear that, one of the first things you should think about is shooting.
Right.
And you should think
It's
about
right
combat.
there.
Combat is a major part of the experience, and making sure that players have interesting choices for what guns they have, what abilities they can use, how they can mix and match those to really match their play style is core to the game. And so that's always been an important thing for us, and something that we've always wanted to continue to add to. And so for launch, we launched with 16 classes, and Firefall is a class-based shooter. Unlike traditional MMOs where you pick your class and you're locked to it, you're a mage, you're a mage, you're a mage. In Firefall, your class is defined by the battle frame that you have on, the equipment that you wear. It's a futuristic sci-fi exoskeleton suit that gives you access to unique weapons and abilities. And you can mix and match those to really tune to your play style. Well, so with this update, we're introducing new abilities, we're introducing new primary weapons for a couple of the classes, and we're also introducing thousands of different weapons that you can choose from for all of your battle frames. And that's really giving players a lot of additional cool choices for combat.
Clear your mind. What's the coolest new ability?
Coolest new ability is Afterburner Crater.
Okay.
It jets you forward with high velocity and it slams into enemies, doing massive splash damage, AoE damage. Coolest new weapon variety for me. So basically in the lore, corporations have advanced their technology, found new scientific ways of miniaturizing certain processes that allowed us to actually add kind of thermal damage to various weapons. We can add electrical damage or bioactive damage, which is essentially like a poison damage. Electrical actually at higher levels gives you the chance of having sparks, hitting multiple targets with one shot. So I can fire at one enemy, and if there are other enemies nearby, it will actually spark out and hit multiple targets.
Awesome. All right, so we've covered launch. We covered the big patch in September. What happens now for the rest of the fall?
This fall we'll be introducing operations into the game, and you can think of these as 3 to 5 man dungeons.
Okay.
They're really designed to be replayable adventures where you actually impact the direction of the combat and the experience. And so, for example, you'll have to take a dropship in, you might arrive in this one operation and see a bunch of Chosen fighting Scorchers. And Chosen are the primary main enemy race, and Scorchers are an enemy creature. And they might be fighting each other out. And as players, we can decide to fight the Chosen, in which case the Scorchers will actually win that kind of scenario, that skirmish, and change the tide of the rest of the operation. Or we can fight the Scorchers, and then the Chosen are our primary enemy that we have to attack moving forward. Our choices as players, along with some randomness in the experience, will actually change the path through that dungeon. And so every time you play it will be different. You'll go through different rooms or different parts of the experience, different parts of the map, and fight different bosses or different enemies. And through that experience, you'll actually receive different rewards based on which path you ended up taking. And so really the idea is that we want this content to be replayable and for it to be fresh and fun every time you play it with your friends. So, for example, when we're fighting the Scorchers, we actually have a Scorcher boss that might pop out of this tunnel in the middle of this cavern, and we have to destroy it to actually be able to climb down into its lair and get down underneath into these caverns. Otherwise, we're going to actually be attacking Chosen that are up on the ledge, and they have their own set of kind of encounters that we have to take on. We want a campaign to be something that you could enjoy as a solo player. So you can go in and play single player, but you can also go and play those campaign missions with 5 players. So they're definitely like a 5-man dungeon, 5-man instance. These are the next step for us. It's not tied in with the campaign story as much, but as these isolated, independent kind of dungeons that you can replay many, many times.
All right, so it sounds big. It sounds like you're changing a whole bunch of stuff for this. Coming out, 2015, 2016?
No, actually, it's going to come out this fall, 2014. Party time. We're working hard. We're actually already testing our first operation.
Oh, wow.
And it's been a lot of fun internally, so we just need to continue to put some polish on it and get it ready for release sometime soon.
Awesome.
TM.
TM.
Yeah.